And yeah, it's just weird seeing everything home because it's been a long time. And also, obviously, I've been trying to get as much crops as possible while everybody was out. Malbro has an artery blockage as part of getting older, so good job, mate. Probably die from that because I don't think I've got a... I might actually have a spare heart, actually. Hold on. What have we got? We got an ear, spine, we've got multiple spines, got an eye, we have a jaw, more spines, prosthetic leg, hold on, 7 legs. Oh, we got hearts. Hold on. Malboro was over here somewhere. I have like 3 Malboros. Or 3 Mals or whatever. I'm pretty sure it was Malboro. Malbo, there you are. Alright, cool. The right one? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's get you a new heart. Let's replace that heart before it becomes a problem. I see you wagging at me, Keelan. Install a prosthetic heart. There you go. Alright. So I'm still going through my colony and I'm still trying to make sure everybody's got like replacement stuff. Obviously, I can't replace organs like lungs or kidneys or anything like livers and crap because I would have to purchase the organs because I just literally can't. So yeah, it's a rare shiny. It basically actually, it does look like that, doesn't it? Doesn't welcome in, Andre. Yeah, no, I actually get, I get Minty with RimWorld pretty frequently, but I don't get blonde hair very often. I used to get blonde hair and Minty with PUBG. People that would watch me play that enjoyed that combination and stuff, but I don't see blonde hair come up too often, which is fine. It was like yesterday with, what do you call it, what outfit did Jaylee pick yesterday? She picked silver and purple hair. That's right. I don't see too many people like redeem that combination too frequently. You good, McPherson? There's a few combinations like I still haven't seen. Like my Kitty Venus form doesn't have a few that have shown up yet. Like I think Atlantis tried to redeem silver on Kitty Venus a while ago and it broke my avatar, which was funny, so I had to go and fix it. But yeah, I don't think that, and what are my other combinations have I got? Hold on, I can't remember off the top of the head how many fucking combinations I got. I've seen little white dress on all of them. I've seen little black dress on all of them. Silver on my main avatar, this one, but not on Kitty Venus since I fixed it. Minty on this one, Minty on the other one is different. Lav on this one, and Lav on the other one I've seen. And purple hair and blonde. Well, I haven't had too many blonde on Kitty Venus, but yeah, I do get like different combinations. Minty's just the most frequent flyer on RimWorld for some reason, which isn't a problem. It's just, it's interesting because like certain episodes of RimWorld have like big chunks of me having this specific colored avatar and stuff, and I find it really interesting. By the way, to give you an idea of how my boss is, I took 10 minutes to make her understand that every square is a rectangle, but not every rectangle is a square. Let's start from explaining what a rectangle is. Oh yeah. That's like, I gotta admit, that's like winning for like the most vaguest explanation I've heard so far. Like, good job there, Shadow. I think I get what you're on about, but like, only because I have like background context. That is an extra special sentence. I love it. It's like fucking Shadow just rips in with like the worst fucking jokes. Can I like recall the joke that you made the other day, Shadow? Because like I almost made it my go live fucking notification today. That's how much I like was this close to just like saying it and stuff. Have you seen Bongo Cat app on Steam? So cute. I haven't seen it on Steam, but I have seen some other ones that are pretty cute. You can. Okay, so hold on. Let me just find it so that I say it right. It wasn't like a complex joke or anything like that. It's just I hated it so much, and it was so good at the same time. It's just, oh, it's so terrible. That's it. Do you know what it is when a British man takes a really good look at something? He takes a propaganda. Fucking hate it. I hate it so much, Shadow. But yeah, that was the fucking joke. I was this close to like just putting it in my go live because I haven't heard such a bad one in so long. But yeah, I was just like, somebody out there is gonna like take a propaganda at this joke, and anyway, I was so glad you liked it. Look, I wanted it to have like extra layers and shit, but yeah, I just couldn't. So bad. It gives me like a unique sense of pain from that kind of a joke, but it's good because I hate it, you know? The joke itself, you know? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. As for the Bongo Cat app, so I haven't seen the Bongo Cat app on Steam, but I saw there was another one in some kind of a sale, an animal sale fucking thing on Steam, and it was like you could have all these like little creatures and shit. It reminded me of like the early 2000s when you used to have like spyware pets and shit like that would be like crawling around on your desktop and stuff. That was kind of the purpose of it. They'd have like little meetings and stuff like that, and they'd do like tea ceremonies and all sorts of shit. But there was one like that, and I'm like, that's pretty cute. I just don't want to have something like that on my PC anymore. Even though it claimed to not be like any kind of like shit, I'm just like, eh. I don't have the attention span for it. I'd love to have like a fucking proper Tamagotchi or some shit like that, or like a little Digimon or something. But like, yeah, I got like no attention span for keeping that shit alive. I might keep it alive for like maybe a week, and then we'll see. We'll talk about its existence beyond that. So no, I love it. You know, the PC companions are back because of AI. Yeah, but like, I don't know, I feel like the early 2000s stuff had like some sort of good ones in a way. Like, I also used to have a game that was like cats. There was a game also called Dogs as well, and it was kind of similar in that you could go into like a room in the game, like a window, right? And you could play with your cat and get toys and furniture and all sorts of stuff, feed it, whatever. But then if you wanted to minimize the window, it'd minimize the window and it'd have like a little like pet door down on the corner somewhere. And the cat could come out and like wander around on your desktop while you did other shit and stuff. Like, I used to like that one. That was like back in the day of CDs and stuff. So, calm down, drink bottle. Holy shit, why is that pressurized? I'm gonna have some water. I guess my drink bottle got heated up. I got the heater on in the room because it's cold as shit tonight. But, yeah, I guess I wasn't expecting that. One just sits there and bongos. When you type, click gives you skins for itself occasionally. Oh yeah, no, I have seen that one actually. Like the more stuff you type and stuff, the more chance you can get to get like more customized outfits and shit like that. I have seen that. I just don't like the keylogger aspect of it. Not that it's necessarily like logging what you're typing and stuff, but I don't like the fact that it's like keyed into like get the points and calculate and stuff from the typing. It's feels dodgy to me in that way. But I mean, from like a if it's all safe and shit perspective, yeah, it's probably not a problem. But yeah, my PC background says like slaps it with a red flag and says no. Basically. I'm gonna go around and see if I can find some people to install some bits and pieces on. I just want to find a couple of people that I can give like a surgery on. I don't even know how much gear I've got. But you can do it with an arm. Right arm. But yeah, aside from that, how the fuck is everyone? Prosthetic arm on right shoulder? Sure. They're only missing a hand, but they're gonna get a whole arm, hopefully. I don't want to overspend some of these because some of these people might fail. And then when that happens, I might not have a replacement. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm kind of like, with RimWorld at the moment, things are kind of peaceful. I'm mostly just trying to get their like food supply up, which is a bit of a waiting game, to be honest with that. It's a bit of a gotta wait for it to get more. I'm pretty sure everything's hard limited to about 3,000, so that we should start seeing everything be about 3,000 until like a few of them push on. But once I've actually got some like proper food. Oh, my caravan's out. Hold on. I was up to Grasshopper. Yeah, once my what do you call it? Once our food supplies like actually get up there, and like if we don't get any kind of massive attack and I can get them some armor and stuff, I want to start looking to move. Hold on, Beniko, I've got to kill this horse. There you go. Alright. Sorry, I just noticed an orange horse floating around in the background. I'm like, kill it! It's fine. I'm gonna take a proper food or... Shut up. Oh my god. It's gonna be like, I kind of enjoy when, like, Keelan comes in and is like, what is it? Yikes Forever from fucking Little Miss Fortune and stuff. It's one of those, like, I love hate it kind of thing. And this propaganda thing, I feel the same fucking way about it. And the funniest part about it so far is I don't know what, like, when my video eventually goes onto YouTube, because, like, Twitch doesn't care too much for the word propaganda. Like, it's not gonna affect any of my shit, right? But now when it goes to YouTube, I'm curious if they're gonna restrict my stuff because I've been saying it a few times, and if they do, that's kind of funny to me. Like, it's not gonna matter too much, but still. Was it? Yes, I can be zoomed in. I can only be zoomed in on a few games though. Any of you lucky have me off for stream. Just came by to say hi and leave a like as always. No worries, Keelan. Yeah, I have got like Zoom ability on like a whole heap of games. Most people don't know it's there. When I had everybody's avatars and stuff on me, I had them all in like different spots all over. When I'd zoom in, you'd change places, and nobody zoomed in for the entire 2 weeks. It was a little sad. You need a right ear. But yeah, zoomed is just kind of like for as long as I can remember, and then eventually I'll go back. Don't worry, everyone that I hang out with now absolutely hates the Yikes Forever, but loves it. The thing is, I hear it in Little Miss Fortune's voice. That's why I love it. But at the same time, I hate that I hear it in the voice. You know when like you can just hear something straight out in like the voice automatically? Like it just plays that way in your head. Like it kind of like, it bugs me a little bit, but it doesn't bug me in the way of like being annoyed by it. It just kind of amuses me a little bit. I also don't know how many bionic eyes we've got, but we'll see. Exactly the point. Yeah, pretty much. I'll see how the surgeries go for a moment. I've only got like 5 people getting surgery. So we'll let them do that before I push on and do more. But yeah, no, they'll probably, hopefully they won't like fuck up the surgeries, because I don't think I've got multiple sets of eyes. It said I had bionic eyes. I've got one. Hold on. No, that's bionic jaws. I have one bionic eye. It says I've selected 2 things. So somebody else is going to come in here and have to wait until I make one. So that'll be a thing. But yeah, the come here gets so close right now is a what do you call it? I think it's like Jordan the Stallion meme. There's this guy that does videos where like usually it's something like really cool or it's like spider related, and he's just like, you know, throws something and then like zooms in. He's like, get so close right now sort of thing, and then like he zooms out, it's like get back or something like that. And I'm like, I've kind of always had the zoom, but I thought that was the funniest way to list it, just because it's a bit memey and stuff. I actually thought when I've got the Live 2D avatar up and running, I half considered doing two separate things. So one I thought of was, I kind of thought of having it that you can zoom in, like just like enlarge on my face and stuff, or alternatively zoom out so that my whole body would fit into the same size as where my avatar is currently sitting, but she'd be standing there and stuff, so you could see the whole lot of her and stuff. Be like, you know, zoom out or like, let me get a look at you or something like that. But yeah, I have to like figure out the mechanics of that shit anyway, so it'll be fine. I've essentially just got to rig the thing, but yeah, energy. Energy is a thing, I'll tell you that much. Like I said, I got sleep today. It helped. I'm not super exhausted, but I'm still very tired to the point where like I just don't have a lot of energy to do much. Even just like really basic stuff is very tiring. Like I'm talking about like the concept of, say, if I was to make like a toasted sandwich. Most people around the world have made a toasted sandwich at some point. So you got the concept, right? It's not that much effort, but that is a lot of effort for me right now, kind of thing. So I'm not really even like properly cooking food or anything like that. I'm just like, I had toast this morning. I had Vegemite toast and I went to bed. I was like, I can put bread in this thing. I can smear Vegemite and butter on it, and then I can go lay down. And that's what I did. So like, that's kind of like my food and shit at the moment is just very, very minimalistic. It's probably not also giving me the energy I need, but it's fine. I have some more water. Hold on. There we go. I wanted to make sure I muted that because I'm like, my drink bottle pours very slowly, and it's not usually an issue, but I was getting pretty fucking thirsty, and I'm like, I need to kind of pour this at an angle where it's going to do a lot of glugging, but it's got to be right next to the microphone, and I'm like, you guys don't need to hear like heavy duty glugging going on, so I'm just going to mute it. Oh yeah, Pumpkin's getting something installed. Yeah. I should make it that, I guess I can with like the next avatar. I was going to say I should have one where like I have like, I was just thinking I should have some kind of like a judgmental stare. Like, you know how I often bring in the image of like the brown dog with like the flat face and stuff like that? I should have like an auto set toggle for that or something, where I'm just like momentarily an expression of like unimpressed, because I bet there's many times where I could probably use that. The heavy duty glugging is brand new sense. You have no idea, Shadow. There's so many times where like I just refer to stuff like this like all the fucking time. Like you good, Pumpkin? She might be. So like, you know how you have like different qualities of batteries and stuff like that? Like I think of like heavy duty batteries going to like a heavy duty torch and stuff like that, right? So yeah, the same kind of concept happens when something's like extra powerful or like extra strong. It's heavy duty. This is why I was saying literally before that, you know, when you said about the word sink, and I was saying that I don't use it outside of context because I use other words. This is the kind of crap that I'm talking about, is I have my own vocabulary for like so much shit. Like it's not just Australian, it's uniquely acrylic, that makes like no sense. Like There's so many, like, individual words that even just within my family, like, we understand what the fuck we're on about, but nobody near us will know what the hell we're on about and stuff. That makes you so lovely, adorable. I mean, yes, but I don't know, that, and also probably the fact that, like, most of the time whenever I say something and I think it's funny, I, like, laugh hysterically at it because, like, I believe it's hilarious because I think I'm funny. But oh, they just make it. But yeah, that happens sometimes. Food binge. Everybody's having a food binge because we just had a high psychic drone not long ago, and all the ladies of my colony are kind of a little pissed off because it was only affecting them. That's fine. Yeah, there goes Bowman. I didn't know Bowman was... Yeah, Bowman's a girl. Okay, I just refer to everybody interchangeably, mostly as, like, guys. Like, I just do that by default anyway. I consider it to be a very... It's like guys and dudes and stuff. It's just such a neutral word to me. So, yeah, whenever I come across one of my colonists and they're having a tantrum and it's because of some kind of, like, specific gendered fucking drone or something like that, I'm like, oh, that's right, I have females in my colony. I just forget that they're a thing. I don't do it on purpose, people. I just, like, it doesn't matter who I clicked on or whatever. It's just, it's such a fucking neutral ass thing. But you did get an infection, immunity thing. Nice. You getting the heart? You should be getting the heart. Hopefully this solves their blockage. It'd be funny if it doesn't. Imagine they get a prosthetic heart and they have an artery blockage. At least I can fix that. I'm pretty sure your guy is still okay too, Shadow. It's in here somewhere. Hey, Tarantula Daunt. What the fuck you up to? You can feel biddies. I see your hellos. I'm just keeping an eye on Malboro for a moment. Malboro is like one of my greatest shooters, but he's just got himself a new heart, which is good. He looks like he's going to be fine. Pretty sure he's one of the shooters. He's one of the ones with the animals. It's fine. The other three Malboros? I have like 3 Mals. I just call them all Mal. They're fucking amazing shots. But yeah, they're in here somewhere. They are somewhere. But yeah, I've been getting like statues out and around the place. This is all the stuff that we brought back. What do you see, Azul? That's not concerning at all that my cat just looks up and stares dramatically over my shoulder. That's not horrifying at all. I don't know what you're looking at. Was it? Yes, we are. What are we doing? I've forgotten. I completely forgot what I just said. Sorry. Azula was like mostly asleep in her cat donut in front of me. And then she very dramatically looked up with like the biggest eyes like beyond my shoulder. And I'm like, the fuck's back there? Oh, Mel's a amazing shot. Oh, it's Mal's. So M-A-L, like malpractice type thing. My fucking malpractices are great at shooting. Anyway, just chilling right now. Might go make some food or something. Oh yeah? What's the plan for the food? Is there any sort of specifics, or is it just something you can like heat up or just like slap together or something? I'm mostly just kind of letting my colony, well, at the moment everybody's more or less asleep except for the few people that are out and about working. And we're kind of just letting time pass at the moment because I'm trying to see if we can handle this many people and animals home at once for food. And I need them to start making helmets. I put in a bunch of orders for them to make helmets. But obviously we've got to wait until daytime. I've got like 6 benches they can be making helmets on. I do have other... what do you call it, bills on it too. Azula, can I have my mouse, please? She has grabbed my cable. Hold on. There we go. She, every so often she stretches out of a cat donut and she like just puts her paw down heavy on the cable so I can't move my mouse around. She'll do that. So like we're capped on making gladiuses. I'm actually making 2 sets of simple helmets here. I'll get rid of that one. We are making pillars. They should be... Those should be capped, but it does look like that's what they're making. But yeah, we're mostly just like chilling a little bit. At this point, I'm just kind of like letting them catch up on making some stuff. I'm also sort of expecting like a for real attack, since we just keep getting like the smallest little slap in the face from like infestations and manhunter packs and shit like that. So I'm kind of, you know, for real expecting something to walk in and cause some chaos. I'm hoping that that doesn't happen, because I'm still not yet feeling super great. So it would be nice if it takes a little bit longer. I'm curious if that's supposed to be a helmet. Hold on. It is. Oh my god. They make helmets out of logs. I've never noticed. I always just thought it was like an unfinished gun or weapon or something. I didn't realize that those are supposed to be helmets. That's great. I kind of expected like a chunk. I've just never noticed. I've never looked. Yeah, slap some pork, cabanesi, Mexican rice together. That sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty hearty. Yeah. I haven't had energy to like be making stuff. Like, I could, like, the lowest energy thing I could possibly make is my spicy, like my 2 times spicy noodles, fire noodles. But I haven't even been making those because I have to wait 10 minutes for it to soak in the water. And I don't have that patience right now. Which is funny because, as you guys know, I have a fuck ton of patience for like a great deal of things. But like for food, I just don't have it lately. I just, like, if there is a raw piece of fruit or vegetable in the fridge, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it over anything I have to make. I literally did this with an onion the other week. I was so hungry and I went to the fridge and there was like a chopped onion in there. I'm like, that'll do. And I literally just ate an onion because it was less effort than anything else. And I'm like, I'll do it again. I literally did it again like a few days later because there was another one in there. My partner only ever uses like half an onion at a time, and he puts like the rest of it in the fridge in like a bag or a container or something at eye height. So when I open the door, it's the first thing I see and it's the only thing I can smell in the fridge. And yeah, anyway, it worked. I ate it. So I can't even imagine just straight up eating an onion. That made me cry. Oh, it was pretty fucking pungent. I ended up cracking some salt and like basically pouring some balsamic vinaigrette sauce on it, or glaze stuff, or whatever you want to call it, like just on like the next bite before I took a bite, because I'm like, oh, this is terrible. But I kept eating it, so it's fine. It did last with me like a long time. Like, you know how like a pungent, acidic-y kind of foods will do that kind of thing, that just sit on your breath for ages. It was the worst, but it put food in me, so it was fine. Finding half-eaten onion in the fridge feels the same as getting into a shower and seeing a soap bar with bite marks. No, it's not like that. I mean, like, when you cut an onion, right? If you're using it for like most recipes as like a single meal, right? You're not going to probably use an entire onion unless the recipe calls for a whole onion, right? So like, imagine like you peel your onion, you cut it in half, right, down the middle, and then you literally like take that half an onion and you put it in like a bag or a container or something and just put it in the fridge, because you intend to use the other half in like the next recipe or something else, right? It's like that, except that like occasionally my partner pre-dices things, and in this case there was a bag, like a little baggie of pre-diced onions sitting in the fridge, and I was hungry, so I just like opened it and like basically just ate it with my hand just in the fridge door. I'm like, this'll do, you know. Must be one of those scented soaps that smell way too appetizing. You know what? I used to have a chocolate fudge body wash. I don't know who gave it to me. It was so many years ago. It just smelled absolutely incredible. I loved it. Can't find it since. But I had a friend come over and she took a shower, and she's like a chocoholic type person, right? And it clearly said body wash, but she came out of the shower like really disgruntled, and I asked her why, and she said that she tried to eat the fucking body wash because it smelt really good, so she had to taste it, but it tasted really bad for obvious fucking reasons. And I just couldn't help but like laugh at that because like even though it smells good, it's clearly not edible unless it's like a full food product type wash or whatever, which it wasn't. But yeah, I used to have really nice like chocolate scented like candles and body washes and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, my house used to smell pretty nice. I also used to have like a nice like tonka bean vanilla and coffee chocolate scented stuff in my house. I just can't get stuff like that anymore. Mind you, I don't know if I'd be willing to pay for it just to have a pretty smelling house, but fine. Like the vanilla cocoa soap. Like, what are we doing here exactly? Soap or coffee flavors? Oh, cacao soap. Lol. Do you think that somebody just casually left a bar of chocolate in the shower? It was in a squeezy bottle. That was the thing. It was in a clearly labeled squeezy bottle, but it did look very much like a fudge chocolate syrup when you poured it. It like even had like the sugary granule sort of look in the actual product, like what you'd squeeze onto your hand and stuff. So I think I can understand how she thought it may have been an edible product, but still. And we got somebody passing overhead. Hold on, where's somebody I can use to do a call? Have I got anybody in this area? I saw Jackal. Hold on, Lasagna, mate. You can do it, can't you? Yeah, you can. I'll get you to give them a call. Gotta get the decaf almond milk soap. Lol. What, you don't want to wake up before you go to bed? I like the concept of this. This is great. I've never had like a coffee type of soap or anything like that. I'm not a huge fan of scented bars of soap. Just like on a personal level, I don't really like it. I think it's got a lot to do with like the hand washing OCD that I have. Like it's